Well, teens are particularly prone to anxiety and depression anyway, and social isolation is one of the greatest things that lead to that anxiety and depression. So somebody who's Skyping, IMing, texting instead of face-to-face contact is going to feel like they have a social life, but it's almost artificial. You don't feel as listened to when you're not getting face-to-face contact, and they're not practicing their social skills, not to mention their driving skills. And when you think about at age 16, it's a major stepping stone to adulthood to get this driver's license. It's a real rite of passage in our society. So it's rather shocking to me that they're not getting the license. So it's easier for them to feel alienated, especially since many teens, to be able to use their social media, stay in their room all night. Well, now they're avoiding mom, dad, siblings, and they're missing out on important life lessons, sharing the day, and all kinds of things that keep them connected. So when I counsel families where a teen is depressed, I ask the parents to get them out of the bedroom, get them back downstairs to have a mandatory time, hopefully supper time, where they do sit around the table, they do talk, but they have to spend some of their time, even if it's homework at the kitchen table, just to be around other family members. Well, for one thing, it's a lot hard to have fun by yourself texting somebody. When somebody texts LOL, there's no way the same brain chemicals get expressed as when you're laughing, whether you're at a movie with a friend or you're laughing in the food court. Practicing social behaviors, including dating. And courtship has a really important role for us to try to have a good marriage and learn those skills. And I do know people that after they marry, they continue texting because they feel more comfortable with that old way they communicated instead of sitting down and talking through their problems. But you know, the other thing, we have an obese nation, and these kids aren't burning off the same amount of calories as they would if they're out running around or walking with their friends. They're sequestered in their room where the calorie burn is zero. Okay, close to zero. The other thing is they're not interacting with people of different ages. It really does take a village to raise a child. They're not running into other children. They're not necessarily babysitting. They're not volunteering and seeing people across the age span. No, I do think the changes in the driving laws, now that it takes longer to get a full license, have gotten older, more responsible, more mature drivers. But I wouldn't be okay with my child saying, I just choose not to drive, partly because the incredible impact it can have a young driver and to say, can you pick up some bread? Can you pick up your sister? That's a way that teen can help out the family. They can go volunteer. They can go take summer school classes. It gives them a lot more independence. And so I think the driving at a young age is very important. I just think there have to be rules with internet use, with them driving their friends, et cetera, to keep them safe. Well, I think the opportunity to be online also brings all these great opportunities. Most middle school and high school kids have all these research opportunities online, and that's a good thing, but I think we have to protect our kids there too. I think the schools do a good job of teaching them computer safety, but it's good for parents to check in. If you have a depressed teen and you don't have any idea what that's about, they could be being cyberbullied. It's very frequent, it's very common, and I think most parents would be shocked by the kinds of things that come flying at their kid, and they don't know. So ask questions and encourage kids to say, how should I deal with this situation? Because I have suggested to some children that they close down their Facebook account because they're being bullied.